Hi everyone, thanks so much for tuning back into my channel. Today I am doing a very different video for you, but something that's kind of fun. I'm going to kind of discuss my ballet times and how I did makeup and do a I am going to discuss how I would have done my makeup on this side of my face when I was like Snow Queen in the Nutcracker back in the day before I knew anything really about makeup, and then how I would do it now. So if that is something you're interested in watching or hearing about, I am going to go through just some ballet things in life, and I danced for 24 years and just some things I'm loving, and I would love to share that with you. So if you're interested in that, please keep watching. So like I said, I'm going to do old school ballet makeup, new school, kind of what I know about makeup and stage, and I have not practiced this. This is not a look I practice, but one of the most memorable roles that I love and that's near and dear to my heart is from the snow scene. So I danced with Atlanta Ballet for a while, and I was a snowflake for many years, and I just love their set. I love the snow. I love the Tchaikovsky music, and the snow scene is like near and dear to my heart. I know my poor parents had to listen to it like 24/7 in the car for me practicing, but I did that makeup quite a bit, and so it is a blue wintry kind of look. So back in the day, I was not the biggest fan of foundation. So I would use something like this L'Oreal Paris Infallable Skin, or just something very like natural finish. So I do have that on my face right now, all over my face. So we're gonna kind of progress through that. And wish me luck, guys, because I'm really having to throw back to wing this one. But I'm definitely gonna curl my lashes because I know I would have done that. So that would be step one. So back in the day, you know, I really didn't love, like, eyebrows were not so much of a thing, you know, like filling in your eyebrows, and you know, for the stage we wore false eyelashes. So I may do that today. Like, I haven't put on fake eyelashes in years. Mainly because I was traumatized from all of that. But eyeshadow primer was not really a thing for me. So this is going to be fun. And if you can imagine, I'm putting it on my now side, because knowing now what I should and wish I had known then, you know, when you're sweating and doing an 8 to 9 minute ballet, like before doing multiple other roles in that ballet, like you don't want your makeup going anywhere. So there were times where I was multiple roles and I did not do a neutral look. So I would do this makeup and wear it for all of the, you know, Waltz of the Flowers and everything. It didn't really matter if it was blue or not. I didn't care because I just didn't care. So I'm gonna go in with the fluffy brush, and I would probably take something that is light blue. So I'm going into my, I have no idea what palette I would have used back then, because I certainly had no like palette collection, but I'm going into my Kathleen Lights Colourpop So Jaded collection, and I'm going to be going into aquamarine and sapphire and probably opal. So fun facts about like ballet and snow and stuff while I do this. So when I was Snow Queen, when I was like 12 or something, we would pour glitter all over ourselves, like in the tutu, and then put a layer of hairspray over it, so we were extra sparkly. So literally I would have to take like multiple showers after like snow scene, because I was covered and caked in glitter. So I would probably put some kind of transition shade like this blue aquamarine, and then I would just go into the outer corner and smoke this up in some kind of a fashion. So I'm taking a darker shade and just kind of going in the crease. I really did not have a ton of skill. Like, I just kind of knew how to smoke up my crease in my outer corner. It wasn't like I was a professional makeup artist by any means, and nor am I now. But the whole thing that started this, and actually my sister-in-law, was talking to me, and there is a series on Disney Plus right now. I think it's called On Pointe. It's a docu-series. It's 6 episodes about the New York City Ballet. And so yes, I watched all of them because I was missing the Nutcracker, and it's super great if you have a kid who is interested in, you know, ballet. If you're interested in just finding out what it's like, I mean, it's pretty accurate of what children go through, of what teenagers go through, apprenticeships, things like that. So I would say check it out. And that's what had me honestly throwing back to like, how did I do my makeup back then versus how I would do it now? So I would probably smoke this up, and then I would take a white eyeshadow. So I don't see a white in here. Let's see if I can find like a white. This was like L'Oreal's single white shade. I don't have anything like that anymore. You know, it's really hard to find a white. I'm gonna go into Huda Beauty's Super Moon shadow here. This is a white, and I would use a brush, but this is a pretty soft formula, so I'm just gonna put it exactly where I would put it if I was using the L'Oreal. And I was into metallics for show, so this is pretty spot on of what I would have done. Okay, and then I would just deepen it up again. Like, it was just really those 3 shades, and that's about it. And you know, we didn't even do like an under the eye thing that we do now back in the day, so this is what I would do. And now the eyeliner is kind of the fun part, because like I would totally do it different at this point in the game. So I wanted something that was pretty but would still pop from afar. So let me just like clean that off somewhere. So for eyeliner, I would take something like just a crayon kind of eyeliner, not a liquid. I wasn't super into liquid eyeliner. And I'll tell you a story about, I think I mentioned this, I'm taking the Tarteist just like crayon here. It's double-ended, it has liquid eyeliner on the end, but I would just eyeline the top here, which is gonna totally close in the shape of my eye, but you know, didn't really care then. I wanted it to be pretty and cool. So but when I was 9, I used to compete in like dance competitions, and I would do jazz and ballet, and I would do all kinds of things. And I had, you know, coaches and trainers that would help me with my makeup because I was 9. And generally speaking, you're not doing this kind of competition makeup when you're 9. I'm gonna do the same thing on the bottom. So I would totally close in my whole eye like that. I just thought it was the way to do it. And then I would draw a little stick out this way. Wasn't really a wing, it was just a line. So I was 9, and I had my coach doing my mascara, and she just poked me in the eye, and I cried, and I said, you know, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it now because I don't want to get poked in the eye anymore. And so I learned how to do my own mascara, and then I said, I'm just gonna do my own makeup. So honestly, if it wasn't for the dance competitions with coaches, you know, trying to help me with my makeup, I probably wouldn't have learned how to do it myself. And like I said, everyone does their makeup differently, so this is just how I used to do it. This is not like, there's no right or wrong way, and the stage is a very different place than real life, so just keep that in mind. And like I said, this is kind of how I would have done it then and how I would do it now. So yeah, if it wasn't for that tragic situation, I may not have gotten into makeup. So typically I hated blush, you guys. Like I didn't, contouring wasn't even a thing, if I'm being really honest. Like back then, bronzing and contouring was just like, what? So, you know, I would do this, put on some mascara, some false eyelashes, and a lipstick, and if I could put on like a little bit of blush, I would, and I hated it. So this is around the shade I probably would have picked. It is a Morphe shade, Inspire. So it's kind of like that darker mauve-y color. And I would have just packed it on. Like apples of my cheeks all the way back. That's pretty much how we did it. You kind of suck in your cheeks like though you're contouring, even though it's blush. So that's that. I think I would have brushed my brows. I do think I had brushes that had a spoolie on it. I just can't remember if I really penciled them in or not because I didn't like that. I can't remember. We'll give myself the benefit of the doubt and say that I did. So I'm going to throw some color in there. But I definitely don't think I would have used clear brow gel. I think I might have just darkened it up like this. Again, not the most thoughtful given the amount of sweat that one has when performing these roles, but you know. So let's see, what else would I have done? Red lipstick. So it was interesting because when you're little, you know, your parents and you listen to what everyone tells you, and then you get older and you decide what you want to do. So I remember having like more of a bronzy lip on stage. Like my mom really liked like browns and bronzes with my skin tone and thought it was really pretty. So I will try and pick something like that. I don't really have a ton of those shades. Or maybe I do and I just don't know it. Okay, I feel like she would have, yeah, I feel like she would have had me wear something like this. So yeah, she would have. This is number 51. It looks like lips, metal, shade metal. So here's a swatch. It's kind of a bronzy brown. And I definitely wouldn't have lip lined, like in no way. So really pretty shade, Mom. Just not sure it was ideal for the stage. I don't know. They were always so supportive and told me I looked pretty in anything, so gotta love your parents. So I would throw on some mascara, probably just like L'Oreal. So I'm just gonna use the Bobbi Brown for right now. And I really hated false eyelashes so much. After wearing them so much, I don't even know if I wore them like my last few years in college, because I just felt like all the false eyelashes I bought were the same length as what I was wearing or what I had on my own lashes. So I would just pack on the mascara and build them up, and nobody ever said anything. So I don't think, like, I wore lashes for sure when I was younger because everyone told me to, and I had not as much skill with makeup. But when I was older, I think I just packed on the mascara, you know, and I was like, I'm not doing it, because sometimes it's just so heavy on your lid. I felt like I couldn't spot, and spotting is when you're turning and you're trying to do like chenets and pirouettes and stuff, and you're trying to go super fast, and I just felt like I wasn't as good with the false lashes. So I think I just didn't wear them. I can't really remember. We're talking like, I'm 33 right now, like 12 years ago. Was probably like one of the last times I performed in the, no, I did like opera type stuff, but just performed regularly. All right, and there we have it. So this is what I would do back in the day for Nutcracker snow scene. And now we're gonna do what I would do now. So I would for sure, I already have a primer on here, I would for sure do my brows, because you know, knowing what I know about this stage, and just you really lose your features like hardcore. So now I understand, you know, why row upper level, like double D, double F needs to see these things. So now I know, as a person who goes to the Nutcracker regularly, why we do these things. So you don't want to look crazy scary to the front row people, but you do definitely want to enhance what you have. So I do think that blue eyeshadow pops on a redhead. So for all intents and purposes, we'll say this is like snow scene. I'm just doing it up as Snow Queen right now, or Snowflake or something. So I would probably just go in with a neutral shade here, just to like set my I would go into My Precious, which is just like this beige color here, and just put that all over the lid. Just so things like blend a little better, you know? I would still go into that blue shade, Aquamarine, up in the crease. And probably just a little bit higher. And a little bit more like blown out here. Just elongating the shape of my eye. Then I would go into that darker blue shade, Sapphire, and just stamp that in right here. So now knowing what I would know, I would definitely want my eyeliner to like open the eye space and not close it in like this. So I'm actually going to draw the eyeliner lower than my eye and kind of down to a point. It's interesting. I used to, you know, always look at other ballerinas' makeup and wonder why they did what they did. And I never really asked them because I don't know why. I don't know if I was just afraid. I had a lot of friends that would do like little red dot here in the center for like, I think it was to again make your eye look more open. But I didn't really love that, and I didn't want to do it, so I didn't. But I didn't think that there might actually be a reason that they were doing it, you know? So I'm just really staying to the outer section here and like winging that out, because I want that to just blend. It's about ballet. I feel that ballet taught me a lot of discipline. So there is nothing quite like being 9 years old and having a Russian teacher scream at you while you're wearing leotards and tights, or being an audition when you're 11 years old and being told to tendu sideways and they just cut you and your friends like, no, sorry, you're not getting to Houston Ballet this summer. You know, like, thanks for coming. It just kind of builds this toughness in you. So love that for myself now. I feel like that has been super helpful, and you know, I don't really get discouraged easily. So I do think ballet is great for kids to do. It teaches them so much, and it creates a community that's, you know, based on learning something and a very long tradition. There's a lot of things to be careful of, like, you know, competition, competitiveness, you know, and it's extremely expensive. So thank you, Mom and Dad, for doing that. And, you know, you have to be healthy, and there's, you know, a stigma around the size of dancers and things like that. And in the state that we're in, you know, with COVID, performances were probably one of the first things to get cut out. So I definitely feel for all my friends right now that are in their careers doing that. But I would never regret what it taught me and, you know, what I learned from it. Okay, so you can see I've blended this a whole lot more, which is true to the cause. I probably would have left this as is like in the past. So then now I would probably take a little bit of shade Opal, which is this kind of aqua glittery shade here, and just put it on my lid because I love sparkle and it does pick up well on stage. Now eyeliner, I definitely would do a liquid liner for sure. So I'm going to do the top lid and I'll be right back because I need to not talk while I do this. Okay, so I did a wing here, I did a line and a kind of a lower wing here, and then I put some white in between. So this is basically making my eye look bigger and brighter and wider. And I actually colored white all over the inner kind of tear duct here because I'm actually going to put a highlight that's very brightening in there. So not that I had like any of this makeup when I was in school at all, because I couldn't afford any of this and I was just going to the drugstore and getting what I could get, you know? So I would take some of the Artist Couture Diamond Lights finisher, and I would definitely place this if I had it in the inner corner because I think it's amazing and it's brightening and it's exactly what I would use if I was Snow Queen again. Okay, so I put some of the Artist Couture over top of this so you get a very like bright, blinding kind of effect. Now I'm just going in with the mascara, and I would definitely wear false eyelashes with this. So I feel like even looking at this eye looks more closed because of the tight line, and this eye just looks more open because of the highlight and the angled eyeliner. So I think it looks better for the stage. It probably looks crazy on here, but next I would definitely contour. Like, knowing what I know now, I would 100% contour. So I'm just gonna go in with my Smashbox contour, bronze, and highlight kind of set, and just go in with, it feels weird to only do one side of my face, so let me go in. You know, especially when I got into my older ages, like in high school, sorry, my background is the vacuum going crazy. When I got older, you know, we would contour like our collarbones here, we would contour like, you know, the more you could see in bones, the better. But I just didn't contour my face, and I don't know why. But I feel like I can already see a shape difference in the mirror. This is super weird to be doing only with one side. And I'm just gonna take a little bronzer just to warm it up. I would probably take the same blush now that I did then. I would just be more strategic with placing it. So I like to keep the center of the face bright, so I would pack it back here instead of, you know, all the way to the front of like my face. So we're just gonna blend that into the contour here and up a little bit. So then I definitely now would pick a red lipstick. So, and I would probably pick like a liquid lip, like matte finishing type of lipstick. So I'm gonna go in with the Superstay Maybelline New York Superstay Maybelline New York Superstay Matte Ink. This is in the Pioneer shade. I actually got this for the holidays because I have been told, I have a fuzzy on my face. I have been told that it doesn't transfer onto masks. So I got that, but I am super excited to see what the shade is, and I most likely would have worn this on stage. Would I lip line? Yes, I would. Okay, I think I'm gonna use this Wet n Wild. This is the gel lip liner from Wet n Wild in Red the Scene. So I'm gonna use this to line my lips. Now that liner is really great. It does last all day, so keep that in mind. Like, that liner is great for everyday wear. I haven't tried it with a mask, mainly because I'm just afraid if it does transfer, I'll have red all over my face, which I am not interested in at the moment. Okay, back to the liquid lip. Voila. So this is a super cute little wand. It's got a kind of a flat doe foot there. Let's do this. It's not the softest applicator that I've ever used. Kind of has a rough edge. Okay, so this is tough. I can't like blend, you know? This is also my first time doing a half and half face comparison. So if you guys like this, I have lipstick on my teeth. If you guys like this, then comment down below and tell me to do more, because it's not exactly easy. I give major props to people who do like 2 looks. If you guys haven't checked out Britt Clark, she does this all the time with like 2 eyeshadow looks. Obviously not quite like this, but this has a story to it, per se. Okay, so I'm gonna go into my Sephora Collection Fringe number 4 lashes here, because I think this is what I would use on the current side. I used to just get my eyelashes at like CVS. Eyelashes were never quite as big as they are now. You know, Huda has done amazing things for the lash business, I feel. But my mom and I would just run to Walgreens or CVS and pick up some lashes. So this one time, when I was younger, I was putting on false eyelashes, and I decided to just cut the shape of the lashes while they were on my eyes. And I trimmed my lashes on my left eye. And I think that that, you know, probably did me in for a while, if I'm being honest. So yeah, like even these, I feel like these are massive. And I would not have been able to spot with these, but you know, I'm doing what I would do now. And I would just say get over it. Like I feel like these need to be trimmed a little bit, but I would trim them first before putting them on. Okay, we're gonna highlight, set the base, and be done with this business. So I would definitely take a blinding highlight. I would go in with the Revlon Skin Lights because you want the, you know, you want the lights to catch like the high points of your face. So this does have a little bit more of like a gold undertone than I would have preferred, but it's what I used. So there we go. Setting spray this up. I would definitely use the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, but I can't find it. So I'm just gonna use my Pixi Skin Treats spray here. So I think that this is pretty much it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this kind of duo, learning a little bit about my dance history. I will try and find some fun clips of like pointe shoes or something that I can put in here. I don't have any clips. Oh, my eyelashes sprigging off. See, this is why I don't like them. Okay, we're just gonna, we had a moment and we're taking it off now. So, I don't have any videos of me dancing. Everyone always asks that because, you know, I'm old, and back in the day YouTube wasn't as big of a deal. You know, we didn't post ourselves dancing on YouTube. I remember when I was graduating and doing auditions, people would ask me like, do you have a website? Do you have any reels? And I was like, what's a reel of any choreography I had done? You know, it's just fascinating to me. I totally should listen. I would have been ahead of the times. But this is how I would have done my makeup back then, and this is how I would do my makeup for the stage now. So hopefully, you know, you can see a difference. I can see a difference. Hopefully this translated. But that is a little bit of my ballet background and ballet history. If you ever see me posting anything ballet related, it's because once ballerina, always ballerina. You never stop learning about it. And feel free to ask me any questions in the comment section. I did go to school for ballet. I traveled in Russia and Poland for ballet. I've been to dozens of, you know, summer camps and intensives across the country, and it was a huge part of my life. So thank you so much for tuning in and listening to this. Hopefully you found it fun. Hopefully I've learned something. I'm not hitting the stage anytime soon, but that is just something fun for you guys to kind of journey through my past with me. So hopefully it was good for you. But yeah, I hope you guys are taking care, and we'll see what I post next time. Trying out some new things. Thanks so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.